Yeah, new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Less than unstoppable, the international world tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities, Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. Grind is the foundation of come from nothing economics. For those who have nothing, who come from nothing, this is the great equalizer. And when the law of hustle is tapped into and fully harnessed, it can take somebody from poverty to the top of the world. The greats, the legends, the champions. If you look into their background, each and every single one of them were products of the struggle. They knew nothing, they had nothing, they came from nothing. So they resorted to the one thing that loved them, and that was the grind. Most of them all had the same philosophy, and that was that the struggle was justifiable if every single day their grind was moving them toward freedom. Emptiness is the breeding ground for both victory and destruction. You decide which one you give birth to. Grind is the foundation for come from nothing economics. And these people that rose up, they rose up first because they got a vision for what they wanted in life. You gotta break that vision down into these 5 elements in this order now. Now I'm gonna lay them out here for you. Number 1, you gotta be purpose driven. Number 2, legacy focused. Number 3, you gotta be outcome oriented. Number 4, goal centered. And number 5, you gotta align your actions with the dream. Your grind, your hustle, your work ethic must match the size of the dream that you are dreaming. To go to the next level, you're gonna have to stop giving average and mediocre a seat at your table. See, there's 2 choices in life. You can either look up at the stars, or you can become one. Because this world that we live in belongs to the bold, and the rest are just spectators. Grind is the foundation of come from nothing economics. One of the turning points in my life was realizing that nobody was gonna open that door for me. Nobody was gonna put me on. So I stopped asking and I started taking. Stop asking people to put you on and put yourself on. To master the art of come from nothing economics, you gotta go 120, 24/7, 365. You grind the world into submission. Now the only way that'll ever happen is if you find a why that's greater than any obstacle that can come against you. See, in the great ocean of life, there is no lifeguard that's coming to save you. You either learn how to swim or you drown. That's it. Grind and hustle are universal languages understood in every nation and every culture in the world. To give birth to a desired outcome, we must identify the mindset that produces that outcome and then adopt that way of thinking until it is manifested. Each level of success that you climb requires more resolve, more discipline, more hustle, more grind, more focus. You gotta want to be successful more than you fear rejection. See, greatness is on the other side of no. Rejection did not break me. Rejection made me. I want to clear something up. Look, all people are capable of being successful. Every single one of you out there listening to me right now, you are capable of being successful in life. Don't let nobody lie lie to you. Now to tap into that potential, that capability that you have on the inside of you, that greatness, that champion, that warrior that you have on the inside that's begging to come out. Now to tap into that, you have to adopt a mindset that will produce that. Put an inner standard in place that will create that. A grind that will build that. Grind is the foundation of come from nothing economics. The law of hustle states that a grind built around mediocrity won't support the lifestyle required to produce success. New Year's resolutions without discipline prolong one's incarceration to mediocrity. See, the masses, they're merely satellites of the status quo. Successful people become the gravity that pulls the world in orbit around them. When faith becomes mobilized, transformation happens. So you gotta prove that you believe in your dream by taking action. Let your grind do the talking. Stop overcomplicating things. Success is simple. Dream the dream that you want to achieve, and then grind at the level that it takes to produce it. That's it. When the world tells you that you can't do something, grind. If you have nothing and want to be something, grind. When they say your talent ain't enough, that you don't have the resources, the means, the background, the education, whatever it is, get up and grind. Come from nothing economics, built on grind. Product of the struggle, poverty and hard times. The one they all doubted, no one believed or conceived. But that stubborn fool just kept dreaming the dream. The world is yours. Truth the attire. Be yourself and set the world on fire. Higher, smash every ceiling that the world puts in place. Grind, buddy, till that sweat comes down your face. I said hustle, the war, the struggle. See, buddy, it's all the womb. The block is what gives birth to that champion inside of you. The ghost of fear, the spirit of doubt. Relentless are the jealous ones that try to keep you down. Established with sweat, built on grind. Come from nothing economics. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable, and to God be the glory. Truth is the new black, the couture for greatness. Get your t-shirts now at lessthanunstoppable.com. Join the movement. There was a 7-year-old boy on his knees praying before bedtime. And as he began to close his eyes, he was brought up into heaven. And when he got there, all he could see was miles and miles and miles of warehouses. And filled with curiosity, he asked God, "What's in those buildings?" God smiled and said, "Come, let's see." And as he and God walked through the massive doors and entered these buildings, all he could see were storage units and huge containers, each one having a name on it that he recognized. He saw his little brother's name, his little sister's name, his mother's name, his father's name, his uncle's name, his cousin's name, his classmates' names, his teachers' names, all the people at church. He saw all the names on these containers. So he asked God, "What's in there?" God smiled and said, "Come, let's see." He took the little boy by the hand and walked over to the containers, and one by one began opening them. And he said, "Son, these are all the gifts, blessings, victories, breakthroughs, healing, happiness, peace, and abundance that I want to give to my people if they would just believe. Go back home, son, and tell them all that I have for them. Tell them just how much I love them, and that with me, all things are possible. because I, God, will never, ever, ever fail my people. All I ask of them is to believe. Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go, throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Religion won't change your life, but faith will. Our objective is not to have faith, it's to become it. God still moves mountains. Faith is oxygen. Don't let your dreams suffocate. Anything outside the promises of God is just a temporary illusion. I dare you to believe. Faith is your weapon. And it's time for us as believers to go to war. Now I want to clear something up. Hoping and wishing ain't the same thing as trusting God. There's three kinds of faith: hope, faith, and trust. Now hope is, I hope there's a God up there. I hope he has the power to change the world. I hope he loves me enough to intervene on my behalf. Then there's faith, the next level. And faith is, I believe there's a God up there. And I believe, I have faith that he has power to change the world. But I hope that he loves me enough to intervene on my behalf. 99% of the church body as a whole resides in the first two levels of faith, hope and faith. This is why the church today is functioning in limited power. Now the third level is trust. And this is where the power's at. Trust is, I know there's a God up there. I know he has the power to change the world. I know he loves me enough because he sent his son for me. And I know he will not fail me, and he will intervene on my behalf. And I trust him enough to step out and do something. This kind of trust is what got Peter out of the boat. There were 12 disciples there with God, but only one trusted him enough to get out of the boat and to walk on that water. And it's no coincidence that God chose to build his church on the rock. Peter, it's time to stop wishing, hoping, and crossing our fingers that God is gonna do something. It's time to start trusting and believing in the one we serve. Prayer without expectation is not a prayer, it's a wish. It's not the length of your prayer that gives it power. It's the faith behind it. Your focus is hindering God's power. Stop focusing on your problem and focus on the God to which all things bow. Church is not some place that we go. It's something that we are. It's not a location. It's not a building. It's a mindset, a lifestyle. God did not design you to be comfortable. He designed you to conquer. And to do that, you gotta get out the comfort zone. You gotta stretch, you gotta reach, you gotta strive for greatness. Dare to believe all things are possible. God has given you the promised land, but the only way you're gonna enter it is by faith. You gotta seize the moment. You gotta conquer the day. For the Lord did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Don't let doubt downsize God's plan for your life. From this point forward, pray only one-time prayers. Whatever your need is, go to God's word and find out what it says. And then you stand on what that word says. So when you pray, you ask God one time. And then from that moment forward, you believe that prayer is answered. Don't pray it again, because if you pray it twice, the enemy's gonna think you didn't believe what you prayed for the first time. The enemy can't read your mind, but he can hear your words. And he can smell fear, and he can smell doubt. That's like blood to a shark to him. It's time for believers to start believing. We gotta stop serving our emotions and start serving God. Real faith is never subject to circumstances. It's unconditional. Faith is more than words. It's an unconditional activity, a continuous action of refusing to concede or accept one's current circumstances. The only outcome I will accept is the one that God promised. You have to authorize God to do the impossible. Your faith grants that authorization. Go get your victory. Dreams bloom in the fertile soil of expectation. I dare you to believe. Your eyes were designed to see the visible. Faith allows you to see the invisible, what's to come, to peer into the future. Destiny is obligated by universal law to concede to the demands of unwavering faith. No matter where you are or what your circumstance is, faith will bend and shape reality in order to bring heaven to you. As believers, we're supposed to be pro-life, but everyday Christians are committing abortions. And what I mean by that is every time you give up on a dream, every time you doubt God, you commit abortion on a life that you could have had. Every ounce of your being, everything on the outside of you, all the people around you might be saying what you're trying to do is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. If you really want to change your life, you take Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. And you make that the foundation of your existence. Because the faith that pleases God is the faith that pursues doing the impossible. Because that gives God an opportunity to shine. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. And as always, to God be the glory. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm a survivor. They've doubted me my whole life, but it doesn't bother me, 'cause I'm a fighter. When the world goes low, I go high. And when I say high, I mean to the most high, 'cause I'm a survivor. Now nothing can be denied the one who won't be denied. And I'm a fighter. Failure is not an option. I'm a survivor. I don't walk by sight, so the enemy can't trick me. I walk by faith, and God gives me victory. I am a tiger. I'm a survivor. Day in and day out, I keep coming, 'cause I'm a fighter. God will never fail me, so I keep believing. I don't need to see it in the physical. In my mind, I can see it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, 'cause I'm a survivor. I refuse to concede, 'cause I'm a fighter. Faith was never designed to be passive. We ought to be aggressive even in the waiting. I might be down, but I'm not out. I told you before, I'm a survivor, blessed and unstoppable. I'm a fighter. The Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I'm a survivor. I know it looks like I'm down and out, that there's no way that I could ever come back, that I'm just too far behind, but I'm a fighter. Pain is no match for a champion. They underestimated me. I'm just getting started. Life hit me with a brick, but I'm still in the ring standing. All things are possible to them that believeth, and I'm a survivor. I came too far to stop now. I came way too far to quit now. I'm hungry, dedicated, fearless, motivated, determined, starving, blessed, and unstoppable. I got the DNA of a champion and the mindset of a winner. I'm all in, and I let my grind do the talking. I got the inner standard that produces greatness. I'm allergic to average. 120, pursuing greatness. Against all odds, I press on toward the prize. I'm a survivor. You can see it in my eyes. There's not a mountain too high that I can't climb, 'cause I'm a fighter. I press on. And let us not grow weary while doing good, For in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. God still moves. It's reaping season. My grind is more important than my background. My work ethic is the great equalizer. My goals aren't set to the level of my own ability, but to that of God. I'm a survivor. My struggles, my challenges, my tribulations molded me. They shaped me into the champion I am today. I'm a survivor. I break through all walls of limitation. My why is so strong, it makes me undeniable. The whole world is betting against me. They don't believe in me. They gave up on me. But who's that still standing in the ring? Who is that? It's me, that fighter. I'm a survivor. To God be the glory. B7U. Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. Voices of nothingness. The shadows prevail. Clinging to strangers but to the known unknown. Both afraid to say it, play it, fire burning. We can't escape it, hate it, tension rising, pain inevitable. Playing with matches, but the feeling's incredible, edible. Every word said from the mouth of innocence. Repentance, the attraction too strong. Your song I've been singing all along. Now come on, 3D multi-dimensional, mental, emotional, and of course the physical, hypocritical to judge the heart of a poet. Growing, stronger every second, and we know it, can't show it. Camouflaged in lies we try to get on stage and act out the play and live the lie. All eyes on me as I articulate the truth. Super glue. Bonnie and Clyde back on the news. Lose ourselves in the moment of bliss. Your hand in mine, girl, we both gotta do this. List all your concerns as the world turns. Desires burn, we yearn. Butterflies when the stomach turns. I wanna learn everything there is to know about you. You know I'm dead serious, girl, when I say that I care about you. How to love you in your language. Fierce conversation. We skip dating, went straight to amazing. Blazing, the known unknown. Both too afraid to say it. Play it, fire burning. We can't escape it. List all your concerns as the world turns. Desires burn, we yearn. Butterflies when the stomach turns. I wanna learn everything there is to know about you. Girl, you know I'm dead serious when I say that I care about you. Fierce conversations. I give you me, but the gap swallow me. Meet you in the deep end. Baby, come follow me. I boldly grabbed your hand, but it was hollow. First to land on your moon, like Apollo. Empty and void from a tangled mind. Classical music, Beethoven, one of a kind. Your eyes echoed the feelings I felt. Burning for you, navigating the hand life dealt. Intense emotion, screaming inside of us. A million symphonies and songs alive in us. I give you me, but the gap swallow me. Meet you in the deep end. Baby, come follow me. Fierce conversations, surface absent, light no longer visible. From fierce conversations that keep us naked and vulnerable. Competition missing, just you and me here. Do you want me, piano? More than those things you fear. Beauty is present, on all three levels. Fire so intense, burning bass and treble. A gift from heaven, an answered prayer. Walls starting to crumble layer by layer. You know this voice, undeniable she is. My mind consumed, fully alive where she is. The paper, her skin, I touch and dream. A blonde Percocet, the lust of a fiend. The surface absent, light no longer visible. She doesn't care as long as the label is honorable. Ninjas in the night, throwing poetic stars. While the gray cat serenades in the front yard. We are what we are, light no longer visible. Our truth makes us naked, exposed and vulnerable. But we love it here, we crave each other. Besties, soulmates, Martian lovers. Fierce conversations, piano land, flame eternal. The passion burns, bonded through PD and the way you learn. Emotional meth, hooked on truth. Black on black with the yellow brick shoes. Marshmallow love, words are foreplay. Smiley face hugs, fire consuming us all day. Glamour in class, the untiable knots. Naked and exposed, displaying all that we got. Vulnerable souls, wounded from the past. Truth is the new black, assembled the last. Tears of fear cloud us sometimes. The fog of insecurity, crossing imaginary lines. She drinks wine, mimosas to medicate. Pouring words of life, hoping to impregnate. No escape, just the voice of forever. In all three dimensions, she makes me better. The glow of green gold, the red dust of Mars. Don't know how we got here, piano, but here we are. Alien music, we harmonize through stars. Prisoners of connection, we go willingly behind bars. Queso queen, dissecting every line. Stunning beauty with amazing mind. Tiny little frame, my spirit yearns. Piano music playing as the world turns. Black on black with yellow brick shoes. Emotional meth, hooked on truth, bonded through PD, and the way you learn, flame eternal. The passion burns, fierce conversations. Piano land, I give you me, but the gap swallow me. Meet you in the deep end, baby come follow me. I boldly grabbed your hand, but it was hollow. First to land on your moon, like Apollo, empty and void. From a tangled mind, classical music, Beethoven, one of a kind. Your eyes echoed the fire that I felt, burning for you, navigating the hand life dealt. Intense emotion, screaming inside of us. A million symphonies and songs alive in us. I give you me, but the gap swallow me. Meet me in the deep end, baby come follow me. Piano land, fierce conversations. Honorable suppression, control the uncontrollable. Master the silence, the feelings unexplainable, unattainable expectations. The barks of bitterness, jealous of her. We navigate the wilderness, hearing us bleed. Birth pains from the love conceived. My needs, her needs, self-centered, emotional greed. Believe in destiny, the answered prayer. Faithful is the Father who's listening up there. Our cares, they frighten us. So we scamper to the hills, back to the surface, where nothing is real. Feel the truth underneath. Music raining tears, the fog of the past. Keep stalking us here, unclear of our next move. So timid, we dance. 1,000,000 to 1 odds, the long shot chance. Stand in the sand. Atlantic waves, our witness. Touch me like the movie. We found the missing, wishing for the unrestricted. Love unrestrained, kisses that bleach, remove and hide the pain. Unchain the desire, fire. Spirit meets flesh, stunning images of you in that black dress. Confess all that's real, truth is the new black. Awaken from the coma that's hindering that. Mad and frustrated, I skate on ice. Seize the moment, baby, 'cause it don't come around twice. Once in a lifetime. 1,000 miles away, I'm skating on the sky, babe. Come get me in the foreign, I touch down around 8. Ain't nothing stopping us from being who we want, babe. Middle school love, got us on some roller skates. Afraid that somehow we might be making a big mistake. Patience is for suckers, girl, I just don't wanna wait. Destiny has chosen us, we can't deny fate. I wanna put a big smile on your gorgeous face. Middle school love, got us on some roller skates. Ain't nothing stopping us from being who we want, babe. Come get me in the foreign, I touch down around 8. 1,000 miles away, I'm skating on the sky, babe. Once in a lifetime. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open. And favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.